Ladies and gentlemen, a revolution is beginning. It starts here in the daily tournament. And guys, before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that this video promotes healthy hair growth, removes toe fungal infections within hours, and is 100% MFO. First of all, the biggest revolution is that I actually got 3 right in the first thing. Outside of that, there's one match that I wanted to watch in particular. I wanted to share with you guys, and it's gonna be this first match. Maybe depending on how much time we have, we'll watch the other ones. It's actually the one that I guessed incorrectly. Now, this first match should have, if I'm not mistaken, a 4-man Dragon Blood team, and I think Baraka is not in his Dragon Blood costume, but whatchamacallit is. I think this is the match. I could be mistaken. If not, I will just edit it and you guys will never hear me talk about this. I really need to actually do my thing. Yeah, so look at this team. So my pick was actually the team with all the Dragon Blood stuff and versus this other team. And the reason why I wanted to pick out this match, right? I wanted to pick out this match is because it is what I think a lot of people feared. And I've been saying for a while that all the Dragon Bloods by themselves aren't that good. And keep in mind that this is AI based, right? So this is all the AI. They're not targeting the proper way. They're not doing anything like super extraordinary here. But even now I'm watching, this is my first time watching it. You guys saw I didn't collect any rewards. I haven't done any of that nonsense. But this is what my theory is that they're gonna focus one target, you know, and then you can just kind of AoE the back, and that's kind of what you just it's kind of like just exactly like that. That's exactly what just happened, and that's just kind of what would make sense to me. And this is kind of what I'm trying to say, is that the Dragon Blood thing was always kind of meant to be PvE. There's ways that you can manipulate it in PvP, but it's meant to be for PvE, and I think that's why they dropped FC Annie, is to kind of like nip the solo stuff in the butt. Like the quickest way to nip it in the butt is just to make something that strong. And now you know it's dying down, but they already lost a couple units, and this is where it becomes a difficult thing. Is trying to break through the Dragon Bloods after a while. They don't have any defensive units, which I've said multiple times. You're gonna eventually need defensive units. I think also having, what is it, disheartened on there is also gonna help. Who's disheartened right now? Okay. Oh, come on, this stupid animation. And also one thing that I wanted to know is that you can slowly throw your attacks into one of the Dragon Blood characters and then finish off the other, and then make sure that you also have enough for that last one. So that's kind of what happened right here. And I'm assuming this is where he actually loses, right? It's funny because this is FC Xeon, but they're using the wedding skin. Very weird to see that. Actually, might be a quicker animation. Actually, might be more beneficial to. And there goes the kill. Might be more beneficial for time actually to do that. I wonder what's the longer animation. Even though it's weird, because that's a. Is that no? It's not a solo animation. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to show, is that it's not as strong as you may think it would be. I mean, yes, on manual there's going to be a bigger difference on it, but I feel like it's just that more easier to take out, especially if you have an AoE character that you can kind of sit there and let them stack up, and you just kind of focus down like the Ana, and just kind of let the Ana rock out, and then you kind of just focus them in, because a lot of them aren't that strong on turn 1, like by themselves. Like obviously my point is that there's the mixture of them with other units makes them stronger. Those teams are stronger. But a lot of people, this is just for the people that thought for some reason that a 5 Dragon Blood team would be a threat in some way, shape, or form. Like you don't have Bathory, you don't have any unit that like the block starts off on. It shouldn't be strong. Like I think it should be that this team would definitely lose. I bet on it just because I thought it would be funny. I think going forward, let's see these other teams. Let's look at this, and guys, look at it starting, man. Full block on Annie, which is smart. We figured out some stuff on block, right? So it's interesting to see that that's what you would want to do. You would put that on your support character. Annie is a attack oriented unit, but in the role that she plays here is that she's a support. She needs to not die, and then all her boosts are going to go to the FC Rara. And this is interesting. It's what I want. Like this, I don't see the purpose of necessarily doing. I guess no. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing, you know. And red is damage reduction, full damage reduction Garf, which seems weird. Like maybe you do this on full damage reduction on Annie. See, this person instead wants to give hit a shield and some damage reduction, so a shield plus some damage reduction. This I think is some slight dodge and status effect immunity, but unfortunately, oh no, there is a Ulum. So, but yeah, I don't think you need it on there. Like some people wanted me to do a video on all the gear sets and like what's good. It's very situational. It literally depends on what you like, what you think is thing. Like the dodge, dodge is like, if dodge works, like if you were to get the dodge that your characters dodge a lot, I would just say why not go all dodge? Why mitigate damage if you don't have to take it? So if dodge is strong and this character dodges a lot, then there's no purpose of even giving, you know, a character dodge. I mean, obviously if their dodge is low, but if you look at the dodge stat, it is mostly high for most characters. Like it's not like most like somebody has like a 10 or something like that. Like everyone's like hundreds in the close hundreds or something like that. So this one, I think I would very be interested in the left side, and I mean that's the favored one. I don't always go with what's favored. This one, FC Xeon, I don't know if that's gonna work. He does have the Annie, and if Rara here snipes him out, then he's gonna die. But after that, it's just too much offense. He also does have the Battery. They both are on heal, so he's also on heal too. I actually do not know if the Wrath counter heals you. Interesting. I'm actually very curious about that. Can someone testify in the comment section below? Can Wrath heal you? I don't know that. I've never done any on any like studies or tests on that. Let's see here. You can see that they're starting to pick it up on this. Like this Anna obviously Anna's like, I see one blue. Like a lot of them, as you saw, the ones above were just more focused. This one seems like all over the place. Some healing over here. This one healing on Rara. Maybe she'll be able to solo or something like that. This one's kind of like a hard one to predict, but this one does have the FC Annie into this, so I'm just gonna go with that. I think that that's a little bit stronger. But see, look, that everyone's favoring this comp. You know, I heard the other thing is that you go with the one that has green. Whatever Dragon Blood or First Guardians have green, you want to go with that comp. But you know, they're starting to have that on their side too. And here we go. Look at that. All Garf healing. That's interesting. Healing Garf here. Healing Battery, dodging Rara, and intro shielding Annie and Anna. Interesting. Very interesting. I think a lot of people go by combat power, honestly. So this one's a little bit all over the place. This one got some block going on. This one I think is just the barrier. I don't remember. I don't remember who has the 2, the 3s, or 2, 4, 6. I know fire is 2, 4, 6. So you got some damage reduction on Ulum, which sounds ridiculous. I actually, if they don't get a proper kill, is Battery here? Yeah. So if they don't get a proper kill, Ulum's gonna proc. And can they actually pass through Ulum? There is no Ulum on here. There is Garf, but there's no Ulum. So who do they say here? So they're thinking that Evelyn, this person who actually won the last season, the last weeks, right? Saying that this person is going to win. But can they actually pass Ulum? Because I feel like they are going to trigger Tranquil. But once they trigger Tranquil, they do have healing through Anna. They do have a Battery as well. This Battery heals, but this Battery blocks. So I don't know. Very interesting. Do you bet against the champ? I think I'm going to bet against it just because they have more complete sets. I think that just shows more dedication. All left side here. All left side. So there goes my predictions. Let me know what you guys did to predict. I don't want to make this video all too long or anything like that. Let me give you guys one. We'll take one of these that I bet right on. I don't remember any of these fights. So 1, 2, or 3. All right, I got an idea. I'm going to go and look at the most recent video, and whatever number pops up in the view count, I'll use that. So how burst works, because I'm still working on the FC Baraka video at the moment of this recording. So I'll go to how burst works. What number pops up? 1, 2, or 3 first? 2 pops up. We're currently at 2,000 views on that video. Well, 2,651. So that's currently what it says. So 2 pops up. I'm gonna give you guys commentary because a lot of you guys liked it. So let's do it. We're gonna give you guys that raw diggity. Let's get it. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got.
Shall be cleared away. Simple as that.
We got double hamster violence here. Okay, here we go. FC Rare going on with the burning soul. She's gonna be dropping the hammer, or should I just say the arrow, and it's coming straight down on the other Annie. Ooh, targeted violence. I like it. And that's gonna be she's gonna be blinded, but it's gonna have the finishing blow. The hamster, Jin hamster magic is actually gonna take out Annie. Very good to counter Tranquil, especially without Ulum on the team, as we just said a little bit earlier. And then she's gonna be counter shooting Jin, but guess what? Ulum's gonna come in, and now we're probably seeing why my pick actually won. Jin coming in, Hajime no Jitsu Jutsu coming in. Oh, hammer. I don't even know what happened. Oh, it's an attack buff boost. Here we go, mistletoe, dropping it down. What's it gonna do? Boom. Who dying? Jin. Hamster violence is wrong. Coming in, that's gonna be a silence on Ulum, which I don't really think managed right now. Oh, that doesn't matter because they have to target her. So at least Ulum, when he gets a turn, won't actually be able to use the S3. The Moby Dick, giving the long whale dick, and that's a lot of damage going on right there. Bathory's gonna take some damage. She's now, oh no, she's affected by the heart strike. This is not good. Ulum coming with the spider web, Spidey swing, and boom, that's gonna actually cause a break. I think I can't actually see where that character is. A lot of stuff going on. Shooting into space, intergalactical warfare. Coming on down. Let's see how much damage it's gonna do. Got a couple crits. Remember, is she actually Tranquil? Still with the Tranquil proc. The bite mark. Does bite trigger after Tranquil? Let me know in the comment section below. That actually be a cool counter, actually. And again, intergalactical warfare. Why, when someone uses resources, why don't you use the resources? A lot of blue numbers popping up, so not too much damage going out here. Seeing that was relatively tanked well. They still have the the mouse on the other side, or hamster, whatever. So technically, Heart Strike can still upgrade.
The iceberg of eternity.
Unless the iceberg of eternity finishes the fight. 3 dodges coming out. Why? Because she is blinded by the beauty that is Rara.
You can see though, right?
I'm legally blind. I can see barely.
And or maybe Jin got to her. No, there's no reason that Jin would have affected her by this point. Yeah, the Rara actually has the Heart Strike on her, which is fucking dirty. Here we go. Counter water terrorism. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. That burst damage, and that's gonna be it. Heart Strike still one of the not under-discovered, but underutilized units, and I think you will start to see them come out, especially now that those banners. I think one banner is available in the string, which is mostly for, like I said, it's gonna be for whales. Technically, they're gonna have a little bit more freedom to summon on that banner. What's good about making a Banga banner is that some people will literally not see the value in it and skip it. And I think that that's cool because it's already in the game. It's like, it's not a new character. I think that there's definitely an argument that a new character will always garnish more attention than a character that's already in the game, that people might say, well, I'll run into it eventually when I need it. I don't need to summon for it now. But missing out on a brand new mechanic is kind of what we call it's a technique called the fear of missing out. Currently in the game, FC Bathory is in the game, right? So if you were to see FC Bathory on a banner, you would, obviously you'd want to get it, it's very strong. But there are some people that were like, you know, I'd rather for the new character to come out, because the new character could come out and say disables Tranquil if you have more attack or something like that, or disables those passives, all the general passives. And it's like, damn, I went for something that's already in the game, but I missed out on the new mechanic that counters the old stuff. I think that, you know, I hope you guys understand about it. It's called it's the technique called the fear of missing out. It's the reason why people log in every day when they hate a game just to do their dailies, because they don't want to not have enough to summon. They hate the game, they're tired of it, it's unfair, but they still do their dailies. And I'm a victim of that too. Let me know what you're a victim of and any good stuff like that. I love that you guys enjoy my rants and like when I talk about other issues and stuff that are in the game, because a lot of people really don't study gacha games, they just play them. I've studied them to a degree, not like college study, but I've studied their techniques and how it was, because I used to play Summoners War. A lot of people probably from Exos Heroes don't know, I come from Summoners War. I come from one of the most grimiest of games that was out there. And we didn't know what techniques were getting placed on us. We had no idea about, you know, the price pointing of things and all this other nonsense. And once we realized that we were spending hundreds of dollars to do summons that weren't worth the amount we were paying, it just became apparent, and then and then I started watching. I think the game that opened my eyes. There was a video that opened my eyes. It's MatPat. If I can find it, I'll put a card. And it was a video about how all the loot boxes and stuff like that, all the techniques that these gaming companies use to trick us, and it was nuts. It blew my mind away about how much they're trying to like get our money from us without really providing anything good for it. And those are in games that are like $60. So it's like, I feel like it's even worse when you're pulled in thinking the game is free, and then they slowly siphon the money from you. And not to say that there's not good practices, there are good practices out there, but we have to watch out for the bad ones when you're not getting the good bang for your buck, and we got to call them out on it. So not saying that Exos is doing that specifically, but there are techniques that they do use that do it in a slight way. It just depends on if you think it's malicious in one instance versus another. Hope you guys understand. Anyway, what you don't need to understand is that every day at the casino is your lucky day. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.